It's the Daytona 500 here at the World Center of Racing. Bruce Dunn here for the 68th running of the Daytona 500. And you know what? There are all kinds of people that we run into and that we meet. 3 years ago, I met a special young lady down in pit road, down in pre-race activity. But you know what? I want her to introduce herself to you. And here she is, Jacklyn Drake. Okay, tell them who you are and what you do.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacklyn Drake, and right now we're inside the Media Center at Daytona International Speedway. This is one of the sacred places and access that you get to have as a NASCAR employee. Almost 5 years ago, I was hired at NASCAR. This year is going to be my 5th anniversary with NASCAR, but my history in motorsports actually goes back to the time that I was born. So both my mother and my father were drivers, and as soon as I came out of the womb, they started taking me to the racetrack. And my dad raced sprint cars, so we traveled full time on the road. And I remember being in his toter home, eating my snacks, out at the dirt track, playing with the cars in the dirt, only to find out just in a few short years, I would end up in my first ever race car. So when I was 6 years old, at the time that was the limit. Now you can go younger, like 4 years old. But I got into my first ever race car and I started competing, and we went to the races every single weekend. I started in dirt go-karts, and then as I got older and I aged up, I moved into asphalt. My dad was like, we're not gonna keep you in open wheel. That's way too dangerous. So we need to switch you over to some asphalt and put some fenders on it. But I did quarter midgets and legend cars and then full-size stock car body late models. So that was my life. And when I graduated high school and went into college, it was, that time period we had to figure out what you want to do. So I started going to college, really didn't have much time to run and race and commit. So I decided, listen, if I'm not going to be behind the wheel, I want to be at the racetrack and be a part of it. So I started doing a little bit of marketing, helping my friends out with some PR, and I was in Texas. And in order to make this into a profession, you really have to be where the hub is, and the hub is in North Carolina. So I packed up my 98 Camaro behind a Penske moving truck and drove the 17 and a half hours from Texas to North Carolina, relocated myself there to make a living and make a career out of motorsports. So that was in 2013, and fast forward, I have worked with so many different organizations inside of NASCAR. This is now my 14th season as a career with inside of racing, and I have got to do some of the most incredible things. I was a part of the Ford return to Le Mans that I was able to do marketing for, and then now I work in the broadcasting space. So I have been a part of over hundreds and hundreds of broadcasts as not only a booth announcer, a pit reporter, an event host, but an on-air talent. And I'm currently one of the only females that has also been a racer who is also now on the talent side on the NASCAR level. So to make that full circle moment for me, and I come to these tracks and I see these places and I'm still giddy about it because I remember being a little girl in the dirt and being a part of something so special for my family, and now making it into a career is super special. So I'm always one to say, go for your dreams. Take a chance, take a jump, pack up the moving truck, do it all. I did something out of my comfort zone in 2024. Similarly, I decided to enter into the Miss North Carolina for America pageant. Had never done anything like that. If you know me, you know I'm clumsy. I don't own heels, but I did get some heels, and I decided to enter into something that I never knew, and was blessed and honored enough to win that. Little did I know, I actually had to then go on to nationals and compete for Miss for America Strong. So I'm a competitor at heart. I got all the coaches. I was trained up. I was ready to go. I went to Vegas for 13 days. Ironically enough, that was my first race car number. So a little bit of God message from above on that. But I won Miss for America Strong. So last year I was able to serve my reign while also traveling on the road for NASCAR. And I went all over. I even went to the White House. We did book donations. We did all sorts of amazing things But that's just something that I feel took me out of my comfort zone and exposed me to so many people outside of racing itself, and gave me another outlet to give back and tell my story, that you can be anything you want and also both at the same time. You can be the woman that is the queen and also the one who likes to go to the racetrack. You can be someone who decides to jump into a new adventure and then has success with it. So that's a little bit about me. It's so great to share it right here, and thank you, Bruce, for having me. And all those years ago, we get to reconnect right here.
Well, thank you very much, Jacklyn. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor, and it's always great to see you. And I'm sure the audience is going to love your story.